Alright, so welcome to my unboxing and quick review of the Skullcandy Indy Truly Wireless Earbuds. These are obviously, as you can see here, AirPod competitors, but at a way cheaper price. They usually retail for around $84 on Skullcandy's website, but I got these for way less. They go for $80 on our college's bookstore due to student pricing. And there was an extra 10% off because they want to get rid of the old stock, so that brings it down to $72. And then I had $54 in gift cards, so what was it, $18? So yeah, and I ended up spending only $18 on these technically, but they retail for around $84 on Skullcandy's website. Also, sorry about the rough voice. I've been having a bad throat for like 3 days now, but the content should continue, so I apologize for the rough voice. Also, don't forget to like this video, it helps me out a lot, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. And now let's jump into this unboxing. Alright, so for a quick go around of the box, we have Bluetooth, up to 16 hours of total battery life. That means with the carrying case, so each individual bud will probably have 4 to 5 hours roughly, maybe even more, I'm not sure, but the total with the charging case is 16 hours. IP55 sweat, water and dust resistant, meaning you can't submerge these, but you can walk in the rain, go in the shower, sweat profusely, and it's not going to damage them. But wait, the shower I don't think, but I've used IP55 rated headphones in the shower before, and they've never had a problem, but I wouldn't recommend the shower. But sweating and rain, no problem. Touch sensitive control, so no buttons, just light touches. That's nice. At the bottom we have some information. Here we have just a Skullcandy logo imprinted into the box. It's actually a texture. At the back we have some international information in different languages. On this side, Skullcandy logo. Top, nothing. This doesn't usually come with retail, that's from my bookstore. Let me bring this down. It's a tab open box. You can open it with this magnetic tab, as a lot of Skullcandy headphones have. There are instructions over here, as you can see there, how to control it. So we got the volume, touch, volume up and down, track, play, pause, activate voice assistant, play, pause is over there, Bluetooth, setup and pairing, and that's the earbuds themselves with their carrying case. Let me just open this right up. Why am I using a tweezer? Because I didn't bring my knife. Not the most ideal tool, but that'll do. So let's get rid of that. And here we have the earbuds and their carrying case. Let's have a quick look at the carrying case first. I'm better take this off entirely. So we have micro USB. So at this price range, there's no USB-C. We have a couple of ear tips, 2 already attached, 2 extra small and large. I'm pretty sure the mediums are attached on. So total of 3 ear tip sizes, user guide, setup, blah, 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 no big deal. What's this? It doesn't want to come out. Oh, there we go. Getting started, do this first. Blah, 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 blah. It's just a getting to started guide. So let's just get rid of these and have a look at the headphones themselves. Are they tied down in the back? No, they aren't. Okay, so that's the carrying case, magnetic. We have our charging indicator there, meaning how much battery the case has. The case is a plastic, not as good a plastic as Apple's EarPods, obviously, but still a good plastic. We got a micro USB charging port down there, some information around it. Like I said, battery indicator. Let's have a look inside. Where are the charging pads? Oh, so the charging pads are way at the bottom down there, as you can see. Skullcandy logo imprinted over there. Let's leave that to the side so it stands up like that. Here's one earbud. Here's another. So these are the earbuds, as you can see here. Bring it one close. It's got a glossy finish to it. A smoky kind of earbud. Rubber, it's a smoky color. It's got a retainer as well, an ear retainer, and the charging ports are down here. We have our, is this the left or this one's, I think this, yeah, right and left, like that. And they probably charge like this. Let me just put it in there. There we go. And they're charging. So you just don't drop them in there. See, if you just drop them in there, well, they do charge, but oh yeah, they do charge. So they're not like the Skullcandy Sesh. The Skullcandy Sesh, you gotta press them in. Because my friend had one, so I know that. He had to press them in for them to start charging, but these, you don't have to. So the case is currently at, I guess, 50%. So, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and pair these to an iPhone. So let me select Bluetooth. Take them out of their case. Taking them out of their case automatically turns them on. There we are. And they're connecting to each other. And as you can see, they're responding to each other. Okay. And let's go in and take the number 1 earbud. As you can see, they've marked it number 1 there. Press and hold for 6 seconds. And there we go. It says Indy. Select. And we're now connected. So let me just play some music. I'm not going to play it out loud so I don't get copyright striked or whatever. But as you can hear, maybe lightly, it is playing music. Let's check battery levels. So they're currently at 40%. So let me just listen to them for about 5 to 10 minutes and give you my thoughts. Alright, so it's only when I went to listen to some music and check it out was when I realized that the left earbud was not connected. It was only the right earbud that was connected, despite it saying there in batteries that both were connected. So after about 15 minutes of reading forums, reading Skullcandy setup guides and all of that, and a really big hassle, did I figure out how to connect these. They're not easy to connect at all. Like when they don't connect the first time, you gotta take them out, press the touch sensitive controls 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, put them back in, close the lid, take them out, and then reconnect them. Sometimes they keep disconnecting for some reason, and they don't connect by themselves like standard Bluetooth headphones would when they disconnect by chance, and they automatically reconnect. These don't. You have to go into settings and reconnect them by yourself. Yeah, in terms of connectivity and setting up in general, I'd give this thing a 2 out of 10 because it's really not user-friendly. And Skullcandy, if you're watching this, I recommend you try fixing whatever is going on with these, because I've been using Skullcandy products for the past 10 years or so. If you look back on my channel, you see that a lot of headphones that I used and reviewed was Skullcandy, Skullcandy Hash, Skullcandy Inked, Aviator, Skull Crushers, I think what those things were called. So many Skullcandy headphones, and I was impressed with every single one of them except this one. This is just an honest review, so I'm just being honest here. Connectivity wise, they're terrible. This was initially going to be a single day kind of first impressions thing, but it turned into a sort of a mini full review or a quick review. And I found a couple of problems that I want to discuss, and I hope Skullcandy fixes them. So apart from the connectivity issues and the setup issues that I mentioned earlier, there are a few more issues that I want to discuss about this Skullcandy pair of earbuds, the Skullcandy Indies. And the first issue is the volume controls. They're way too spaced apart. They're not sensitive enough. If you go to increase or decrease volume, they decrease or increase by a really large amount. There's no fine tuning. And if you want to fine tune, you have to use your phone slider. So they should fix the volume controls as well, make them a bit more fine tuned. Also, while trying to change volume, and this jumps to my second point, that means these touch controls being very finicky. Meaning, for example, if I go to change volume pretty fast, I might end up engaging the voice assistant on my phone, because the double tap is what engages the voice assistant on my phone. So you could end up trying to change the volume too fast and end up hitting the voice assistant, and that's one thing that I found annoying. Sometimes it tends to just turn the earbuds off for some reason. I try to change the volume sometimes and it just turns off. So that's something that was a bummer. And then there's the third thing that the fourth thing that I found was the clicking sounds. There are clicking sounds in the background sometimes when I'm not using them. When there's no music playing, you hear these very faint clicking sounds, mainly in the right earbud. So maybe I just got a pair of faulty earbuds, but I sure as hell heard some clicking sounds. So there are 4 issues with this thing: the connectivity and the disconnecting issue, and the setup in general, volume sensitivity, finicky controls, and clicking sounds. But apart from that, it's a decent pair of earbuds. So when I mean decent, I mean in terms of sound quality, they're not something that'll blow your mind away. They don't have the greatest bass ever, but I'd give them an above average score. Maybe like a 70 out of 100, 70, 75 out of 100. The bass exists, and I enjoyed it while I used it. I listen to a lot of metal music, and that's a genre where bass is much needed. And the bass exists. It's nothing great, but it's nothing terrible either. The vocals sound great. They're not tinny or anything. But I just say these headphones, they sound above average. They're nothing great, but they're nothing bad either. As for battery life, I use them without their case from 7 in the evening to 11 at night, so 4 hours. And from 100%, it dropped 60% to 40% within that 4 hours. With the case, as advertised, it's around 15 to 16 hours of usage, so they're very accurate in terms of that. Like I said, I ended up using this for longer than I wanted it to for a quick review, so this is technically like a full review. I used this for at least a day and a half now, and the case and the earbuds alone, they do perform as expected in terms of battery life. The lights on the case blink accordingly. There are 3 lights here, as you can see. This is the third light blinks when they're full, and they go right down to the bottom when they're dead. And the last light keeps blinking when you put them in. It means the case battery is dead and you have to charge it. It takes about 3 hours to fully charge, roughly 3 hours, but I really didn't count. I also have to mention the range on these things are pretty mediocre. Maybe less than 8 feet, and if you go around the corner to a different room, they'll just disconnect outright. But it's expected for a pair of like standalone truly wireless earbuds, so the range is not great. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with these for the price, but I can assume that you could get a better pair of earbuds of some sort for slightly more of a price. And if you can shelve the extra $80, I just say go for Apple's AirPods. They're more refined, they don't lose connectivity, they've got better battery life. But if you really want to stay within the below 100 range, I recommend you check out Skullcandy's other pair, which is around $90. I forgot what they're called, because this really needs some refining. And I'm not hating on these, but I just say this is not Skullcandy quality. Skullcandy can do much better. I've been their customer for many years, and they need to refine these a bit more. But overall, I'll give these maybe a 65, 70 out of 100. Not a bad try, but really need some polishing, especially in terms of connectivity and the controls, the touch controls. They're not good at all. You always end up changing something that you don't want while you just go to change the volume. But yeah, this was just an honest review. I'm not hating on this product. If you have this product and have different feedback from what I have, please leave it down in the comments. I'll love to have a discussion with you. And yeah, so that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you in your purchasing decision or whatever. But since this was my review was mostly negative, I'd recommend you watch another review as well to see what they have to say. But this was just my honest opinion. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video and check out my channel. And if you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in my next video.